And for the last 6 years, Ethiopia's economy has grown remarkably. The country has transformed from one of the world's poorest nations into an economic powerhouse of the continent. As CCTV's Gurum Chala reports from the capital, Addis Ababa is showing amazing infrastructure development with investments nearly $1.3 billion annually.
When you walk on the streets of Addis Ababa in Ethiopia, it feels like the city is one big building site. Anyone with some money to invest is clearly putting it into property in this growing urban center.
When you compare the development of Addis Ababa for the last 100 years, when you compare the 100 years development and the last 20, especially 10 years development, it's really dramatic change.
Construction can be a good sign in a developing country. Not only does it provide employment in the short term, but infrastructure development supports the growth of other economic sectors in the long run. While it may be argued that property is a safe bet in a certain economy, the boom in construction in Ethiopia is mainly driven by infrastructure development objectives. Addis Ababa is devoting $1.3 billion annually to infrastructure, which is 10% of its GDP.
So we have three development actors: the public, the government, and the private. We have clear policies and strategies in this area and investment area also.
Ethiopia has ambitious plans to improve the infrastructure available for its 85 million people. Also, the government's 5-year plan of growth and transformation, which has the aim of renovating the agrarian economy to industrial economy, is showing remarkable success, be it in form of job creation or changing the face of the country as a whole by helping its people escape from the ties of poverty. There are large power plants being built by Chinese and European companies here and there as well. Ethiopia is the second most populated country in sub-Saharan Africa and also one of the world's oldest nations. It's also perceived as one of the world's poorest countries. With this development, it is interesting to know where they have come from resource-wise, where they are and where Ethiopia is headed. Well, one thing is for certain, that Ethiopia's recent development can be perceived as the awakening of a sleeping giant.
The main enemy is poverty and backwardness. So we are trying to mobilize our people to fight poverty and to change the life of the people and to change the bad history of our country.
Nowadays, economic development and immense transformation of the public from deep-rooted poverty is not a reality in Ethiopia only. Africa's similar success as a continent is a reason for its people to aspire even more in a very near future. Gurum Chala, CCTV, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia.